Hey, everybody, this is Mel Allen. Lights, camera, action. Take one for today's baseball flick. On the set in San Francisco, a matinee idol lights up the silver screen with a supporting cast that may turn this hit into the blockbuster of the year. It may be a low-budget production, but an independent adventure on the outskirts of Hollywood draws rave reviews from cast and critics alike. A pirate remake of last year's flop is better than the original. Only question is, can this short turn into a full-length feature? I want to be in your picture, declares a fan of this classic. So, be it screwball comedy or spaghetti western, we've got frame-by-frame recall right here on This Week in Baseball. Now in our second decade.
Yes, I watch This Week in Baseball because I love seeing the great plays that the major leaguers make, and because I used to make them myself on This Week in Baseball.
National League revival. Much ado in Pittsburgh, where the Bucks look back in bloom. Could the Jolly Roger be signaling a pirate resurgence? Could Jim Leyland and company have found a hot new sound to jazz up last year's cellar dwellers? Well, after 5 straight wins, the Bucks were gaining fresh respect. Defense is one reason. Sample this feeling by a team that won 8 straight games without an error. Defense has given manager Jim Leyland a new lease on life, particularly pitching. Don Robinson missed 6 weeks last season due to an injured knee. But with 4 wins and a team-high 8 saves, man, he's well on the mend and well in the groove.
I need that confidence in myself that if I got a good fastball, that I can throw it back to people and set my breaking ball up, because then you don't have to throw your breaking ball for a strike. You can throw it through the strike zone into the dirt and they'll swing at it.
Rick Reuschel is pretty well versed in the finer points of his pitching game. Besides providing hefty support on the mound, Reuschel got into the swing of things in a game against the Reds when he hit his first homer of the season. And it was the game winners, it turned out.
Reuschel slams a home run, and the Bucks have taken the lead 2-1.
Pitcher Brian Fisher also got into the hitting act 2 nights later when he smacked a 3-run homer against Cincinnati. It happened to be the first major league hit for Fisher, and he received a fitting home run greeting.
Nobody's moving. They're giving him the treatment. They're giving him the treatment.
Fisher went on to pitch a complete game victory. As for the Bucks, 10 wins in 15 games, and reason to believe once again. Meanwhile, in San Francisco, the first-place Giants talk up their good fortune.
I don't think we're playing up to our full capabilities, and we're still in first place, so that's a real good sign. Once again, we've had a lot of injuries to keep people early in the season. Our infield's been pretty much decimated, but good pitching early in the season and a tremendous offense by our outfield has kept us in the race up to this point.
Most imposing of all has been Jeffrey Leonard. Besides having the major's best average at .373, he ranks among league leaders in nearly all other offensive departments. If the Giants are floating on air, Leonard's a big reason why.
He leads the club in a lot of things, not only in statistics. He is a great leader on the field, off the field, in the clubhouse, on the bench, and he leads by example. He plays hard. He plays like a home baby. A home baby to me is a guy that gives 150% every game, and this is what he does.
I don't look at it as being a leader, nor do I feel the pressure. I feel as though I just go out and play as hard as I can. If that makes my teammates feel more at ease so that they can play better, well, fine. But I don't feel any pressure because I feel that I'm surrounded by a lot of other good ball players.
Namely, center field co-star Chili Davis, who's provided hot stuff and steady numbers since he came up 5 years ago. With the right field sidekick Candy Maldonado, the Giants' outfield is a dandy. For Maldonado, a .325 average plus 30 RBIs. Indeed, this Candyman's been looking sweet as can be since switching to full-time status.
I try to concentrate more now that I'm playing every day, study more of the pitches like I used to before. It was different when you pinch hit because it was like a do or die thing at that moment, but if you're in the game, you can more or less know what the kind of pitcher you have in the mound and try to see what kind of stuff the pitcher has that day and try to go out there and make contact.
Though swept by the Mets recently, the Giants should stay put in first. You see, they figure it's just a matter of sticking to routine.
What we're going to have to do is just keep playing very intense baseball, which we have been doing, and try to stay in every ball game because we have a capability of exploding anytime and anytime. As long as pitchers can keep us close, we're always in a ball game.
I think the biggest thing is keeping everybody healthy. As long as we stay healthy, I think we got a great chance. But I tell you, with Cincinnati and Houston, look at Atlanta. They're coming on strong right now. They're playing excellent ball. So I think it's going to be a dog battle right to the end.
Now, let's open the notebook for This Week in Baseball's Twib Notes from around the National League. The Mets' Mookie Wilson was in a woeful slump when he faced Fernando Valenzuela of the Dodgers. With this first-inning strikeout, Mookie was now 0 for 18. So he called on his history of success against the lefty, and next time up, Mookie cracked his first right-handed homer of the season, snapping out of his slump and doing in Valenzuela again. Third time up, Fernando went with a scheme designed to keep Mookie off kilter. But the plan backfired. Mookie doubled, raising his career average against Fernando to .333. And so goes this episode. Stay tuned for future encounters between the two. For Ozzie Virgil of the Atlanta Braves, it's been lonely near the top. Against the Cardinals, Virgil hit home run number 15, second most in the league. But get this, 12 of Virgil's homers have come with nobody on base. Next, this week's quiz, brought to you by the 1988 Chevy full-size pickup. From the heartbeat of America, today's Chevy trucks. A's rookie Mark McGwire has been a smash hit in Oakland. During a recent stretch, Big Mac crashed 12 homers in 16 games, giving him a league-leading 17 homers. Now, for this week's quiz, who was the last rookie to win a home run title? Stay tuned for a baseball executive. Now, let's throw it to our resident minor league expert for this week's file. All's well with Warner Fussell.
Today, Mel, an inside look at an extraordinary minor league team in the California League. The Class A San Bernardino Spirit, a rare independent team that has to sign its own players since it has no major league affiliation. This first-year team is guided by rookie manager and former big leaguer Rich Dower, a native of San Bernardino.
I started in February because we had a 450-man tryout and uniquest situation where I got to look at all sorts of players come out. And 2 girls, which actually were better than 300 or 400 of the people that tried out.
The groundwork was laid, and the manager had ambitious goals for his independent club.
You have to have a winning team, which is one thing I'm trying to get, is this team to win so we won't be known as losers, because we're known as losers anyway. We're known as like rejects and renegades, and people don't respect us.
The odds were against Dower and his coach, Stan Sanchez.
There are some drawbacks to it, but there are also some positive things you can do. You run your own ship. And Rich Dower's running his own ship. Bill Shanahan's running his own ship. He doesn't have to be told what to do from a major league franchise on who to play, who not to play, which is kind of nice. On the other hand, as far as the business aspect, it hurts a little bit.
Yeah, welcome to Spirit Baseball. Sell your ticket tonight. General admission in this row. Reserved over there.
Spirit attendance leads the league, and one reason is GM Bill Shanahan.
We build with excitement. We build with an electric atmosphere. The sound system is not your normal sound system in a minor league park. You're looking at a concert sound. Your PA announcer is not your normal baseball announcer. He's more of a air personality, more of a showman, a DJ.
By the way, you see the fellow down behind home plate who's selling the programs right now? Wait that program there for the folks.
We also have the closed circuit TV in front of our concessions operations. We like to call it Spirit Vision. And that way the fans can watch the ball game in process while they're waiting for their food. In the 7th inning, we have started a new tradition here in San Bernardino. One of our coaches, a good singer, Tommy Thompson sings "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
For its root for the Spirit. If they don't win, it's a shame.
It's run like any other business. You have to market it, you have to sell it, and you have to service it. You have to take care of the people.
Part-time hitting instructor Jay Johnstone lends valuable experience to this diverse group.
Being that most of them have had some type of problems in the baseball world, they realize that this might be their last chance, their last go-around.
I'm here with a lot of younger guys. I'm probably 10 years older, 10 years or more older than a lot of the guys here. And really, they expect me to be just awesome.
You know, all my life I've been small, and I've just had to do that much extra to get the notice of scouts.
Sat out 2 years, 85 and 86, due to surgery on my right shoulder. And
out of all the minor league teams that I've been around with and seen different ball clubs and the way things are being run, I'd say this is a very high-class place, just especially for first year.
The Spirit of San Bernardino has shocked the baseball world with a winning record. Next week, a look at ace reliever Todd Hayes, born deaf. Todd Hayes, the Spirit of the Spirit.
Back to the big time for the Yankees, who were California dreaming. Could it be somebody up there doesn't like the Angels? More likely, it was the Yankees' first 4-game sweep at Anaheim that grounded the Angels. Most crushing were the bats, 44 hits in all, as the first-place Yankees continued to roll. With the second-best batting average in the league and most runs, New York's offense comes in all varieties.
We have a lot of strengths throughout the lineup, and it's a diverse kind of batting order. It's not just one-dimensional. We have speed, we have power, we have consistency, left hand and right hand. And then we play in a favorable stadium for left-handed power hitters, so we throw a lot of things at the opposition.
Dan Pasqua was thrown by a sub-200 average, but he got a last-minute reprieve from being benched by smashing 3 homers in the series. A pardon was also in order for Don Mattingly, who continued his comeback from a sluggish start. He collected 7 hits against the Angels. In 2 weeks, he raised his average 50 points. All told, the hitting seems fine and dandy. But what about Yankee pitching? Well, at age 44, Tommy John has been looking like the TJ of old. He beat the Angels to go 4-1. Mighty impressive for the crafty veteran who doesn't mind revealing the secret of his success.
I think knowing yourself, knowing what you can and can't do, and try to improve upon the things that you can't do, and I think it's basically just not lying to yourself and saying that you can pitch one way when you know absolutely deep in your heart that you can't do it.
At age 42, Joe Niekro no doubt likes the sound of that advice. Now, you had some hard work, few adjustments. Niekro's been knuckling nicely. He 5-hit the Angels to give him and brother Phil a combined 529 wins, tying them with Jim and Gaylord Perry as the winningest brothers in history. Now, let's review This Week in Baseball's TWIB notes from around the American League. Carlton Fisk of the White Sox was facing Roger Clemens of the Red Sox. Fisk's former team figured a shift might finally lick the Boston Strangler. But for Fisk, this was an offer he couldn't refuse.
It's hit deep, way back. This ball is gone. Home run, Carlton Fisk. Oh, he hit it a ton.
That was just the latest in a series of attacks by the ex-Red Soxer. In 63 games against Boston since Fisk departed, 21 homers, 50 RBIs. On the other hand, teammate Floyd Bannister took a long while to beat Boston. He had lost 11 straight games to them, 7 at Fenway Park.
It's been a lot of misfortune. There are certain clubs that you have a tough time with. This happens to be one for me, but hopefully it's time where I can do some things to the Boston Red Sox. I pitched extremely well, I thought, and hopefully now I can rebound and put together a lot of wins.
How about that Steve Carlton? Now with the Cleveland Indians, he's again silencing batters after all these years. In beating Milwaukee, the 4-time Cy Young Award winner posted career win number 326. And it was Lefty's first complete game in 3 years. Everyone knows by now that George Bell of the Blue Jays is some kind of swinger. For instance, these souvenirs left over from a bash in Seattle. 2 homers in 1 game, and Bell kept the fans busy with 3 more homers in the series. 5 in all, boosting his home run total to 15 and his RBI count to 38, tied for most in the league.
Here's the 1-0 pitch on the way to George now. Swung on and belted deep to left center field. No doubt about it. This series for Toronto has been the George Bell Show.
No wonder Minnesota's Bert Blyleven is used to long-distance travel. Against Milwaukee, he gave up his 20th home run of the season. Now, at that rate, Blyleven will break the Major League record he himself set last year when he surrendered 50 home runs, but still won 17 games. Now, let's surrender the answer to this week's quiz. Al Rosen is president and general manager of the Giants, but as a third baseman with Cleveland in 1950, he hit 37 home runs, the last Major League rookie ever to win a home run title. And by the way, Ralph Kiner was the last National League rookie to lead the league when he cracked 23 homers with the Pittsburgh Pirates in 1946. Fans, for the first time on This Week in Baseball, an on-the-air editorial reply. Speak out, Roger McDowell.
Mel, recently versus the Padres, I made the silliest play of my career. It almost cost us the game. The only thing I thought was, hey, I get on This Week in Baseball. So I turn on the show. I don't see me. I've done some stupid things in my career, but this has got to be the stupidest. And I don't get on the show. What gives, Mel? What's the deal? Here's the scenario. We were winning the game 5-4 in the top of the 9th, and the Padres had runners on first and second with 2 out. Stan Jefferson is the hitter, and he hits a little line drive back at me.
Off the glove of McDowell, kicks away. Can he make? Oh, everybody's safe. How do you like that? And McDowell threw the ball away. Oh, what a crazy play.
I was so angry with myself, I tried to throw the ball in my glove, but actually missed it. I get the next batter out on a ground ball to second base, and we win the game. Mel, I make that dumb play the other night, and I don't get on the show. Last year, Howard Johnson and I showed you how to do the hot foot. No go with that either. What do we have to do, especially me, to get on This Week in Baseball?
Just beg us, man, just beg us. But we're not going to talk to you pitchers anymore. We're going to talk to the catchers. Catchers, we present a rousing rendition of great plays at the plate. So, gentlemen, adjust your tools of ignorance, and we're ready to rock and roll.
Down, the shovel to the plate. He is out at the plate.
Christensen there to make the catch. Castillo is coming. The throw to the plate. He is out of there.
Coming on is Greenwell. He dropped the ball. The runner's being waved home. Here comes the throw to the plate. It is out at home. Game's over.
That's some kind of finish, guys. Well done. Next, This Week in Baseball's Flashback, brought to you by Gatorade. Thirst aid for that deep-down body thirst. Bob Brenly of the Giants is a catcher by trade, but on September 14, 1986, against the Braves, he was pressed into service at third base, where he made a record-tying 4 errors in 1 inning. But that's only the beginning. Listen.
I have a way to make things difficult down there at third base, so that was just pretty much a routine boot.
Toward third, bobbles, coming home, dead throw, a run scores, and here comes Griffin. he'll score.
So I got 2 on that play. Gave me a total of 3 for the inning, and right about now things got a little hazy. I think I left my body or something. I was circling around above the stadium somewhere.
I'm on the mound, and I'm saying to myself, he made an error. I mean, I know Bob Brenly's not even supposed to be at third base. So I'm trying to do him a favor and not let him hit the ball there.
I got another fairly easily hit ball to third base, booted it, and it trickled out behind me a little bit there, and picked it up, and I finally did show a little disgust with the last error, but knowing the kind of guy Roger Craig is, I realized he was going to leave me in the ball game come hell or high water, so I better regroup and go out there and try to make up for it in any way I could. Next time up, I hit a solo home run to lead off an inning to put us on the board, give us our first run. Later in the game, I came up with the bases loaded, and we were down by 2 runs, and I drove them both in with a single, and then it's kind of like I was on a mission.
A mission completed with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. Get this.
Oh, it's gone. Bob Brenly is going to win the ball game. How do you like that? Boy, you talk about a schizophrenic day. Bob Brenly made 4 errors in 1 inning to allow 4 runs to score. It's a bases-empty homer, a 2-run single, and that colossal shot to left. The Giants win it 7-6.
Man alive, I know there must be a moral to that story somewhere. But that's all for now, folks. See you next week on This Week in Baseball.